on left side of your screen that you see, Enriched Soil and Soul, is the name of my farm. I have started all my ventures towards environment with this name, Enriched Soil and Soul. So today I've taken the topic for you as suggested by your Megha ma'am as my waste, my responsibility. So on the left, you see all the waste generally we see around our homes. And on the right side of the screen, what you see, that beautiful photograph is the photograph of my terrace garden. I have created this terrace garden from the waste which you see on the left side of your screen. So this waste gets converted beautifully like this terrace garden. So now let me take you through. If you are able to listen, there is some music in this.
Yes, ma'am, we are able to listen.
Okay. So this is how our cities look. Take a look. What did you see in this slide? All the very common scenes we generally see while walking along our cities. Dumps of waste, piles of waste, heaps of waste, and even hills of waste. You might be living in different parts of Delhi, but you might be aware of some hill stations that Delhi is known for. Now, Delhi actually has become a hill station. Only thing is, those hills are of all waste. Ghazipur wasteland, then Okhla wasteland. There are many. Towards Faridabad, we have Bandwadi wasteland, and there are heaps and huge hills of waste. This last picture of smoke on your screen that you're seeing is a classic example of what have we done with the environment, with the waste. This is a lake on fire. Have you ever heard water on fire? So this is a lake in Bangalore called Belandur Lake. That lake is on fire because the entire Bangalore city's liquid waste goes into this lake, which generates methane gas. What is methane gas? Methane gas, which comes to your homes in cooking cylinders, gas cylinders. Methane and ethane, that is the gas that we use. So when we generate more waste than nature can handle, the methane gas is emitted into the atmosphere, and this is how the fire is caught over the surface of water. What an irony. Then the scene behind of flood that I showed before the screen is the scene of Mumbai and Chennai flood. I was in Mumbai in 2005. I'll share you a small story. How did my journey towards waste started? Waste management at home started. I was in Mumbai in 2005, 26 July 2005. I still remember that day. The Mumbai had its first flood and choked. That day, looking at a continuous pour since morning, I had gone to my son's school to pick him up back to the school. The water was already knee deep. I started driving. I rushed. I wanted to be very brave, and just one feeling and one emotion that I want my son back home. My son was in fourth grade. The school wasn't more than 9 kilometers away from my home. But while coming back, I got stuck into the water. I got stuck into that flood. I was crying. My son was crying. My son's friend was crying, and there was a smoke coming out of my car bonnet. I couldn't leave my car steering. We were in that havoc almost for 3.5 hours, stuck. My entire car, my accelerator, my exhaust pipe, everything had water. Till my seating seat level, it was water. Somehow, with people's help and with God's grace, we could save ourselves. But many on that day could not make back to their routine lives. Many people died due to the car accidents, due to the car catching fires, but I was lucky one. I came home and it was silence. It was silence. My mind, my heart, my mouth was completely silent. What I saw on the road was the scene that behind this smoke screen that you're seeing, that was all flood and people were just screaming for their life. 15 days after that day, continuously, there was a creek behind my tower. I was on 13th floor, and that creek carried only dead bodies and dead bodies and dead bodies flowing into that creek. Dead bodies of animals, buffaloes, dogs, sheep, human beings, and so many household material flowing into that creek. The days passed by. The media started covering this story. And finally, after 15 days, the entire blame was put onto the plastic waste that the city generates, which choked the entire Mumbai metro city's drainage, because of which the flood waters could not flow back into the ocean. Mumbai is a sea city. There is a sea in Mumbai. So whenever the water comes into the city, by the beautiful drainage system built by Britishers around 125-130 years back, the drainage system carries back that excess water into the oceans. But that day, those drainage systems got clogged because of the plastic waste that Mumbai generated. From there, my journey of waste-free life started. I vowed that at least let me not be that cause of someone's death. And the environments and nature's incapability to handle what we as human beings are generating as completely ignorant component of the nature. So my journey began.